Okay, I am live, and I just wanted to see what this was like. Um, the difference that I'm doing right now is I'm connected as a webcam rather than my normal camera, which is over here to my right, which you don't see. And I didn't connect through OBS and all that mess. I just went live through the in app website here. So, I also didn't say I was going live anywhere. I just decided to go live. So I want to see how this went. Also, I have all sorts of new capabilities here. Now there's super chats enabled, and I'm a YouTube partner. And yay, monetization's allowed. I just got a new guitar in the mail today. Oh, look, you can see my setup here. Hey, what's up, y'all? Greetings from Costa Rica. Cheers. What's up, OZL? And hey, Brajan. Nice to see you guys. I just wanted to go live and see what happens if I do it spontaneously. So I finally hit the threshold, 4,000 hours of watch time in the past 12 months. And over 2,000, over 1,000 subscribers. I've had that for a while, but it was the watch time I didn't have. So I'm finally able to be remonetized again on YouTube. But yeah, I was just saying, I got this guitar in the mail today from Cordoba. And they're based in Santa Monica, or near Santa Monica. They've got a couple of different locations. But I mean, for these guitars are just over $1,000, I think, compared to a concert model guitar. Pretty big difference between this one and that one there. However, this guitar is really fun, nice to play for that price. I was pretty happy with it. You can see the box still in the background. I'll like it right now just in case I fall asleep. Hey, cheers. Thanks, man. Hello from San Jose, California. Billy, this came from California as well. I don't really know where San Jose is in comparison to Santa Monica. Haven't had much time to play this, though, because I've been teaching all day. All the way since 11 o'clock at night. Hey, what's up, Jorge? Play Sketch 2. You know what's funny? I have to remember what Sketch 2 is. I remember... Oh, gosh. What is Sketch 2? The Targa one? Look at this. I don't know my own pieces. I'm looking now to see what Sketch 2 is. How funny is that? Oh, this one. Oh, yeah. You know what's hilarious about this? And I don't know if I've ever done this. I don't even remember the piece. Let me bring up my own sheet music. How about that? Play Rodrigo's Preludes 1 and 2. Oh, not right now. It's been a long day. Yeah. You know, it's funny. These pieces that I've been writing, these sketches that you heard Hey Brajan mention here, they have been so... It's been such a great experience. I've been writing them for pickup music, and they've been so consistent. Every 2 weeks, I turn in a new piece, and that's actually going to continue. That's new news for... I'll be writing 4 more pieces for right now. But every 2 weeks, I'm writing a new piece. So honestly, I want everyone that I write to be good. And of course, it never ends up turning out exactly how you like. But I work on it for a week and a half. And then I go thinking about recording it and perfecting it. And then it's on to the next piece. So it's been kind of crazy. Some of them I have worked on for a week and a half, and some of them came in a day or two. And sketch number 2 is one of those that came in a couple of days. And you know what? That one on that subject, man, hey, Brajan, I feel like I'm not saying your name right, so maybe you could tell me how to say it phonetically. But that specific one, I had to write and record before I moved. I think that's the one. I was moving like in 2 days, and I was like, how am I going to move all of these things and then record a piece? Like, you know how it is. After you move, your hands are destroyed. You know, all your muscles are just done for a couple of days. And I was just so worried about that. So I had to crush that one out in a pretty quick amount of time. Hey, how's it going? Ricardo from Classical Guitar Videos. Nice to see you here. Cheers. And hey, thanks, man. I've been loving all of your pieces, Evan. What is your favorite of all of them? Oh, that's a great question. I think the Lullaby has been my favorite, or the Mantra, the one that's a little out of tune. The thing about the Lullaby is I felt like every part of it I ended up really loving, and I couldn't stop playing it over and over again. But it's not my most favorite to play because it's really hard to play, and it's got all these things way high up. What's your favorite? I'm curious to hear. Thanks so much for listening, by the way. Let's see which ones I remember. See, I don't remember. I remember how it goes. Wow, how crazy is that? That's so interesting. I'm going to have to look up the music for my own pieces here. Hey, Nick, good to see you. Good to see you, man. Long time no speak. I'm celebrating, for those here that are joining. I'm not celebrating anything. But it's an exciting couple of days here. I finally made the 4,000 hour mark on YouTube. That's for the past 12 months is how they rule that. So you got to have 4,000 hours in the past 12 months. And if you reach that threshold, then you can monetize your videos, which they changed those rules a couple of years ago. It used to be, I don't know, lower thresholds. So I had to re-meet those, and I've just kind of been making a lot of videos trying to reach that before my views slip away. But this is pretty cool. You know, I am at 10 viewers here with an unannounced live stream. This is pretty cool. Really happy you guys are here. And this is a new Cordoba guitar. That's the box for it. They sent it to me a few days ago, and I'm going to be doing some work with them. So looking forward to sharing that with you guys. Hey, thanks, Nick. I appreciate it. It's so amazing how nice these guitars are, despite them being like, you know, partially factory made and everything. You know, it's just so cool knowing how good of an instrument we can get for so little money compared to, you know, like other instruments, bassoon and horns and stuff. You know, the thing with those instruments is if you buy a cheaper instrument, they're so much harder to play, whereas these are so easy to play, you know? Oh, I must be in D. Is this one in D? Anyone know? What do you get? Oh, what model? It's this is a C10. C10 Cedar. Maybe will the autofocus do it? I can't really see. There we go. Boom, right up there. By the way, how is the quality of this video? It is, you know, I almost always stream through OBS or Streamlabs to make sure it's stellar quality. Today, I'm just streaming through the in-app webs, like the YouTube streaming through webcam software, but I'm using a nice Sony ZV-1. And I'm just interested in it. Looks good. What's up, Jacob? Good to see you. A little unannounced live stream here. Just sort of hanging out. So, oh, you had to switch. Oh, good. I'm glad it's streaming in 1080p just from the web player. It's cool. What's up, Beto? Beto? We got Beto O'Rourke in here. I'm kidding. I'm tuning into my own stream. See what's going on over here. Let's see. This is the most exciting live stream I know. Throw some hearts in the chat. Oh, cringe. Wow. Yeah, this is pretty good quality. I'm stoked. I'll take it. Put some F's in the content. Okay, you guys want to hear me play my pieces but mess up after the first two measures? If you guys could see my screen over here, I was literally looking up the piece when Hey Berjan here asked me to play sketch number 2. Don't remember it. Oh, I remember it. Yeah, each of this that I've written has kind of been like PTSD a little bit for me when I go back to try to play it, because I don't know, guys, I haven't written a lot of pieces, and each one I write, I'm so concerned about trying to make it nice and perfect. But then the deadline comes up and I have to turn it in and I record it, and it's like, oh, geez, I really have to finish this. And I feel like so many players of other styles don't think about that kind of stuff. They just do it. But this has been such a good experience. So anyways, when I'm done learning my own piece, writing my own piece, and then recording it and submitting it, I move on to the next thing. And I have students and I have projects, video projects I'm working on, and another piece to write always, and new videos to do. And so I like immediately move on. There's no like, oh, let's keep playing this. I'm pretty sick of it by the time I get all the takes out and record it. Let's see. Sounds like my normal day. Beto says it's now freezing. Okay, hopefully not. Let's see. Juan says, hi, Evan, good to see you. Venezuelans greeting from Costa Rica. That guitar sounds amazing. Hey, cheers. This is a new Cordoba. Speaking of, Jenna, what's up? I know you play on a Cordoba. Is it the same one? Is it the C10? By the way, those here, Jana has an amazing book that she did illustrations for, the Natalie Portman's Fables. You have to check that out. They're really cool. Let's see. You know what? There's interesting numbers of Costa Ricans that are tuning into my YouTube videos and Instagram. I always hear Costa Rica, so that's awesome. How is classical guitar going in Costa Rica, Juan? Maybe you could tell me about that. Is there a conservatory there? Is there a big scene? Is there a festival? I don't know why I don't know about that. I know some of the other islands have festivals. I just don't know about Costa Rica. Nick, I found the only piece that I wrote from 2011, and it's crazy hard. Oh, man. I feel you there. Some of the first couple of pieces I wrote were way too hard. No, I think I was just playing too many transcriptions. I was inspired by that. Yeah, you know what? You would think that we would write easy pieces when we wrote for the guitar, and I don't know why we make it so hard. Beto asks, do you usually do something different in your diary? I think you mean daily. My dairy warm-up routine, yeah. I drink a glass of milk and have a little bit of cheese and an egg, and I'm good to go. No, I'm kidding. Excuse me, by the way, allergies. Do you usually do something different in your daily warm-up routine? What do you mean something different? Do I usually do something different? Different than the video I made? Do you usually do something different daily warm-up routine? Like maybe different than a typical warm-up? Yeah, sometimes like I think I'm gonna guess you mean different from the video I made. Sometimes I pick a piece, like I'll do Etude 1 by Villalobos, and I'll go really slow and prepare every finger like. Sorry, this guitar just came in the mail today, so it's still going out of tune a lot. I'll just prepare every single finger. I also a lot of times throw in Giuliani studies. So this thing's going through all sorts of different temperature changes. Coming from California, and then here, I've had the door open and shut all day because actually, if you can see right there, I hope you're enjoying my messy background. That is a coffee roaster, and I had my door open and was roasting coffee earlier. So we had warm air flowing in, smoke from coffee. Yeah, a lot of times I'll do these Giuliani studies. And I'll do it really slow. I won't really do it like this. I'll just make sure I'm really prepared, and I'll check my tone, which right now I'm very not satisfied with my in-finger sound. And let's see. What's another typical warm-up thing? I mean, you know, I know you saw that video, so that's why I'm not mentioning those other things. You know, sometimes I do slurs to start my warm-up, which I know I try to stay on this routine. And most days, I would say 4 out of 6 days I do this. Why wouldn't I just go with 7, right? But sometimes I'm just feeling the slur bug, and I'm doing... Nick, I love that. I'll do something like this or all the way through. Or if it's Halloween, I'll do... Okay, so Haber Jean says, here you have a university degree in classical guitar. There are festivals and national competitions. Wow, that's great to hear. Now, that's awesome. There's a university degree in classical guitar. Who's the name of the teacher in Costa Rica at the university? Oh, awesome. Juan there too. Hi, Evan. Yes, Costa Rica currently has a music degree in the capital and has a famous classical guitar composer named Eden Solis. Oh, yeah, I know him. Awesome. Cool. I didn't realize he was still in Costa Rica. That's awesome. Latin American rhythms with contemporary techniques. Awesome. You know, I really have to listen to more of him. I've seen videos and just not much else. Dog, that is so hard. What's up, Eric? Spooky. Spoopy. Has a pretty good amount of compositions. Awesome. Yeah, I'm going to have to look more into that. You can do this one too. Let's see. Spooky. Sure, send them my way. Maybe not through this because I won't be able to see this afterwards. This, I think I've already chosen that this one is going to be not saved. Jacob, okay, so play Bloomed, you should improvise. All right. First, I'll do a little improv for you. now I'm just exploring this guitar. Haven't really got to know this. Actually, this stands. That's really nice. Just stupid stuff. Soloing over a D. Jacob the Great and Sauce. Oh man, no. You know what, Jacob? You're too into the meme guitar culture that even if I said that, you would edit that and make it something. Don't give me ideas. Costa Rica has an amazing level. I'm from Mexico, but I have friends there. Awesome. That's great. I know Mexico has so many awesome festivals. I've yet to been. I haven't been to one of the festivals. Gosh, and hopefully someday soon that stuff always starts up. That stuff starts up. A little bit of Bloom. Let's see. Let's see if I can remember that one. I play this one a little bit more frequently. I haven't played that one in a little while. And it's also a bit out of tune. Yeah, I came in okay, hi Art. Thanks for joining in. I heard something about the new Cordoba. You probably already talked about it, but would you mind repeating what the story is with this Cordoba? Yeah, they sent this to me, and I'm just going to be making some videos with it. So check it out. I'll be letting you know. This is a C10 cedar top, and just sort of getting to know the guitar. I've been teaching all day, and otherwise got outside just a little bit. So, I'm just trying to open it up a little bit. Wake up. I don't know how loud that is. Hopefully not crazy. Have I ever tried Carcassier etudes? Yes, I've played so many of those. But my favorite probably has to be the number 7. I love practicing that one. And boy, am I not warmed up. But C major. And you know what? The other one, number 8. I'm trying to remember how that goes. Oh. love this one for slurs. Except, you know, it starts out too hard. I think students really have a problem with this part. So, yeah. I'm going to put some carbon strings on this thing. I'm bottoming it out a little bit. And on my Walter over here, let me pick this thing up. Okay. On this thing. Yo, show us that one finger scale. No way, man. No way, that's mine. No, yeah, so, wow, 20 people in here, by the way. That's kind of crazy. What's up, guys? I'm just doing this impromptu thing, so I'm surprised that you're here. Get out. Get out. What's up, Michael? Good to see you. Yeah, impromptu thing at midnight. And you guys are tuning in for it. So you're making me realize I should have cleaned up the background. I thought it was going to be like one person here. Okay, so the one finger scaling. I'm not a master at this, okay? I have to figure this out. Now, I'll tell you what I've learned already. Practicing it really prepared in the right hand is really nice because you get rid of the glisses. This type of thing, right? If you do, getting rid of that sort of sound. So I'm practicing it starting like this. And the other thing is I'm trying to keep my weight always behind my pinky finger. Like, you know, typically we play like this, right? If we line up 1, 2, 3, 4, my pinky's like this. But if I do this one finger scale like this finger drags behind and it's sort of like, imagine Wheel of Fortune, like when it's, you know, it's going across here. This little thing that it spins and hits is going to like stop it a little bit along the way. So if you put your weight behind and you do this, it's easier to feel that motion that you're just going to keep on going and you're not going to like get hung up on these individual frets. And on that subject, letting your arm fall with it has helped me so far. And I do it a couple of times slow, which that was hard to get at first too. The other thing is, the thing to realize when doing it slower is that if you're really feeling this is all as one motion, what you expect is that you evenly distribute, you know, the shifting like this, evenly distribute the speed is what I meant of how you get from here to here. But obviously the frets are bigger here and the frets get smaller here. So it's this weird motion where you go like this and you speed up. Yeah, right now I'm doing tremolo fingering. But I've been trying it with both ways, AMI and IM. So that's it. Okay, it's sort of there. So you see, every 1 in 10 I get right, and that's the problem, right? So I got to practice it slow more. But what I'm finding out is it's kind of gimmicky. Okay, so I thought it was going to be like, okay, when I finally am able to do this once well, it'll mean that I've perfectly timed left and right hand. You keep buzzing, you mount that, I'm going to bounce. So, yeah, it's so much of a gimmick because it's just lining your hand up. So, yeah, I'm buzzing a lot. But now I'll try to go descending too, all right? That'll be an embarrassment. And the tricky thing is I'm trying to do all the way down to 0 with pinky when I come back down. Kind of close. of close, right? Index descending. Oh, that's interesting. But then I'd have to do this. Let's see. Oh, that is kind of easy. Kind of like that. Yeah, but you know the problem with doing a 4-3-2-1 is that you're cheating on another 4 notes, right? The beginning is cheating enough. I'm not doing it all like that. I'm doing... Yeah, you know, it's just a little bit more timing. I practiced this last night for, I think, an hour and a half, maybe an hour. So I figure with a few more hours of practice, I'm going to get it. It's more of just memorizing the feeling of what it was like when you got it right. That's what I've noticed so far. How about this stream? Is this exciting for you guys, hearing a chromatic scale over and over again? I bet at least 4 of you have your guitars out and you're doing this. Who's going to admit to it? Other cool techniques you want to show us, Evan? Let's see. You know, there's another way you can do this. Speaking of other techniques you can do, which is flicking with your index finger. So you can do like so flicking and coming back. So it's like this. Let's see. Oh, geez. I've never tried this. No way. You know, I had to learn how to do this for a piece I played in my master's in the guitar quartet. This Oración de Torero by Torina. Yeah, and there was this part that was like, it needed to be sustained and quiet. It's kind of hard to do this quietly. I don't remember what the part was, but yeah, it might have been way up high. Actually, it was like this. It's kind of a fun thing to try to get right. See, I haven't really practiced since this last night since I made those videos. Somewhere close. I won't do that anymore. Well, I don't really know what else to do here, y'all. So I think I might just go and cut my losses while I'm ahead here. So first off, thank you guys just so much for coming in. I wanted to try out this new chat. And then someday this super chat thing will come in handy when I'm doing technique classes and stuff. Now that I'm monetized, what up? So prepare for ads. No, I'm kidding. And I wanted to try out this in-app live streaming software. So I'm not doing my normal live streaming setup, which is over to my right on this camera. Ooh, all these wires are hooked up. So let me make sure I don't mess something up here. When I pull this over. This is my normal live streaming camera, or it's my normal video camera in general. But I'm using the one that's mounted to my computer, this Sony ZV-1 that I use for online teaching. And I wanted to see, without going through OBS and all that mess, what it would be like if I did this through the in-app YouTube Studio webcam live streaming software, blah, 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 blah. I think this might end up being what I do for the technique class, because it's so much easier than clicking go live and all that crazy stuff through OBS. I don't know why I didn't do that in the first place. Beto says, why do you prefer the carbon over the nylon? I don't really. I just use the carbon on this guitar that I have now because I feel like it works well on here. The other Walters I've had and the other guitars I've had, I've preferred nylon on. And I've always loved the carbon, that it was louder. But then, yeah, I always loved that it was louder, but then it lost some warmth. And don't get me wrong, I still lose some warmth here, but it's a good compromise. I think it really helps the guitar project and me play clearer and louder. Although, there's no concert halls I'm playing in right now. By the way, guys, huge fan of these grippy pads that I saw from Gohar Vardanyan's story. I can send you the link to them if you message me somewhere, email me. But these things so far have been great. They don't damage the finish from what I've seen so far. And I am totally ditching those other grippy pads that I use, which are nowhere to be found right now. Well, I thought I had them out here. So I typically use these grippy pads. This one has a hole in it because I ran over it with my chair. And these are great. I actually have used these before. Now I was looking. It was on a Yamaha guitar I have back there. Can you see, by the way? Hold on. Yeah, I've got two Yamaha guitars back there. That one and that one, which I'm actually trying to sell. So, yeah, anyways, I was using those grippy pads, but it's really terrible to walk on and off stage with those things. It kind of got to be a pain. And also to sit down with it when I'm teaching, it's so nice to just pick this up and it's already gripping to me. I'm so happy about this. It's the little things, guys. What do you think about those extra sound holes on your guitar? Diego asks. Hey, thanks so much for the congrats. Hey, Rajan. What do I think about the extra sound holes? Sound ports, so the reasoning for them is like they'll loosen up a little bit of the top to make it vibrate a little bit more freely, to give it a more complex range of harmonics. I think I'm describing that right. Most people think that it's to hear yourself better, which it also does help you do that. But it's not because the sound is coming from here more. It's actually because the top vibrates it a little bit more free of a way. It's not so locked into projection. I think I like it, honestly. If I could have this same exact guitar without the ports, that would be interesting. I have tried a couple of Walters without ports, but from piece of wood to piece of wood, it's hard to tell the difference unless it was the exact same guitar. I've also had plugs for these before, basically big wine corks. No, I'm kidding. Not wine corks. He built me covers for these, and you can't really tell the difference, to be honest with you. Just a little bit, maybe. How do they stick on? It's adhesive. No, it's apparently static. These are the things that they make for cars. When you on your dashboard, if you leave your phone on the dash, it grips the phone. So, anyways, they're like $10 for you get two of these for $10. And I really like how discreet it is. You don't get what I'm playing here. You can see if I start peeling this edge. Are you ready for this? We're going to some next level zoom. You see this edge here? It peels a little bit, but it's not sticky there. It's just kind of like I could just slowly peel this back and off of the guitar. Yeah. So that's enough of that. Do I speak any other language? No, I speak a little bit of Spanish. I was in Spain for 6-7 months, so I got okay at it there. But everyone wants to practice their English. So if I didn't speak English, I would have really learned Spanish. But every time I tried, people were like, no, it's okay, I speak English. And I was like, oh, okay. Now I feel like I'm an inconvenience if I speak Spanish. But there were some places that I went to that they could tell I was practicing, so they would continue the conversation in Spanish, and if I didn't know a word, they would say it, and I love that place. There's this bakery right near the street I was living on that always talked to me in Spanish, and I loved that. I don't want to say anything wrong on a live stream of food. Yo, comida favorita es bien pescado y, let's see, helado, but not together. Have you ever used Vaseline while playing? Some cats leave dollops on the body of the guitar to give them moisture during performance. Yes, actually, I used to use Vaseline, and where I would put it was right here on this armrest. Actually, you can see, kind of gross, but I've put a lot of Vaseline on the side of this, and I just put it on. I don't know. I just leave it on there, and I just make sure before like a major competition. Ice cream of fish. No. So I one thing at a time here. I usually make sure it's on before competition or performance, but it's not a dollop at all. I just make a little smear of it because I hate having too much on my hands. If you have a little bit too much, it is terrible. And also, I made the mistake once of buying. I wanted like a really small amount to like keep in my backpack in like a little pocket so that I don't have to carry around a big thing of it. And I bought lip Vaseline because that's all they had in the travel size. And I didn't think about it till later, but the lip Vaseline is meant to stick to your lips. So when you put it on your hands, it actually makes them stickier. So don't get the lip version. And yeah, so anyways, I just put a little bit on there and I barely touch my finger. I do this, like barely touch it, and I touch at the side where I make contact with the strings. And also that's where you make contact with bumping against the other fingers. And I really hate feeling sticky to my other fingers. And that's what happens before performing. And this gives me a little extra confidence. I don't want to put it on my guitar because once I put it on a guitar and it left something there. So I don't put it on my guitar. You could put it, maybe you could put it on your bridge, but again, you don't want to leave something. Ice cream of fish. Yeah, yo necesito practicar más español. So maybe with you. Evan, which string tension you prefer for the guitar? Normal or high, it doesn't matter much to me, but normal tension carbon is really high tension. If you look at the charts on like D'Addario or Savarez, Augustine's website, they list the tension. And if you look at medium tension carbon strings, the trebles are way higher tension than high tension nylon trebles. So if you're talking about such a crazy amount of tension on the top of your guitar with the high tension carbons, and my luthier advises me against it. However, I'm still doing it right now. I have high tension carbon trebles, and I love how loud it is and how easy it is. To project. It sounds like a double top. Except all the good things about double tops, I feel like, and none of the bad. That's why I love this guitar. Right? How about that? Okay. Let's see. Wow, I was going to go, but you guys are hitting me with the questions. Petrit, do you only use D'Addario or do you use other string brands as well? I only use D'Addario. I'm a D'Addario artist, and I've got a cabinet of strings. So I've been using these for the basses because I've got a bunch of sets of these, and I've been using these carbon high tension sets. So it's kind of weird. I'm using normal tension trebles, but those are the strings I have right now. When do you start to play guitar? Beethoven? No, don't say sorry. That's okay. I started playing electric guitar in 2007. And I started playing classical in 2011, maybe the end of 2010. Yeah, the end of 2010. So, well, no, not the end. Like July, August in the summer. I took my first 8 years. Oh, you know what? This is funny. It's almost coming up on 8 years, right? No, 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 no. Closer to 10 years. What am I saying? Wait, did I say 2010? That's not right. 2000 and yeah, 2010 I graduated. No, that can't be right. It was 2011 because you start with the spring semester, August, September, October, November, December. My first summer back from college is when I started. So that was January, February, March, April, May of, yeah, it must have been May, June, July, August, somewhere around there of 2011. So 9 years, 8 to 9 years. XTC 45s, they're supposed to last longer. I think it does last a little bit longer. I would say if I could draw, I wish I could use the whiteboard on the screen like I was in Zoom. My experience so far, and of course on different guitars and different players, different hands and oily hands, whatever, all the different things will matter. But I think with the X series, the Darios, like, okay, here's normal Darios. For me, and I'm thinking about competition and concert playing. If I put them on Friday, then I will perform on the basses then 24 hours later, but I would not perform on the trebles 48 hours later. That's my general rule for competition. So actually, let's use this example. Saturday morning is the competition. Friday morning, I would change the basses, and Thursday morning, I would change the trebles. Now, that is good enough to last me through the whole competition as long as that's only 3 days long, in my opinion, and those would be fine. But on the final round day, it's usually a little bit dead. The basses are a little bit dead because, remember, you're nervous, you're sweating all over your strings, you're playing the heck out of the guitar. Maybe you're playing in master classes, maybe you're showing your guitar to some friends, and everyone's trying each other's instrument, and it kills the strings. It's just not stellar on that fourth day. I think these X series last the next day, and they're still pretty stellar. That being said, they haven't been out for that long, and I only hit a few competitions with them before, or in concerts with them before before the pandemic. And of course, concerts, you don't have multiple rounds. It's just one day. So I just do my general rule anyways. And then usually I take the next day off for driving or traveling back. So it's hard to measure. Oh, that was a long way. But there's not a huge difference. That's really what I'm trying to say. The only difference is Diego. By the way, this live is awesome. I was literally watching other classical guitar videos trying to learn more and more. Great to have you here. Hey, Diego, it's great to have you here, man. I'm so surprised. I've been streaming for almost an hour here, and it's been 19 or 20 of you at almost 1 in the morning. I don't know what I'm doing awake, but I'm happy I'm here. CPE Bach or JC Bach? That's the question. I guess I'd say CPE. A buddy of mine sent a cool arrangement of a CPE Bach piece. I wonder if he has that on his website. He's a Finnish guitarist, really good. Studying with Carlo Marchioni right now. How do you handle sweating while you're playing? If it's while I'm performing, there's nothing I'm going to do about it. That's why I like the Vaseline. Or, actually, I didn't mention this then a second ago when I was talking about it, but I switched to a type of lotion that I put here instead of Vaseline. Because Vaseline stays around, whereas lotion disappears. And I kind of like the idea that it's disappearing and soaking into my fingers rather than sticking to it and being some sort of surface that's going to get onto the strings. How long do you practice without a rest? You know what? I used to practice for hours without a rest, like 3 or 4 hours. I never do that anymore. But sometimes the rest is like 10 minutes. And now I don't practice very much because I've been so busy with writing and projects, video things, stuff for jam play, pickup music, Cordoba now, and so many handfuls of other things. Plus normal life stuff. I still got to pay bills and stay healthy. I run. Ever try fingerboard oils? No. Like to condition the fingerboard, like after you clean it? Nope. Oh, hey, thanks so much, Nick. I'm so glad you're stoked about them. I'm telling you, I never expected this much support over the studies that I've written. So can't tell you how thankful I am for that stuff. So thanks so much for listening. And I'm just going to try to get better over time as I learn more and more about, my style, composing, listen to more music, experiment more, try to do bigger projects. I don't know. Patrita, I was gifted the 1979 Manuel Contreras. I'm wondering what you think of them. As you may tell, I am new to this. Hey, cool. Well, I know Contreras was one of the first ones to do double top. Am I right about that? Everyone associates it to Germans. I wonder if it's one of the... I wonder if it's in the years that he was doing the double top. Okay, there's 1979 double top Contreras. Yes. Cool. Is it a double top? Do you know? Those are really cool. I've heard really great things about Contreras. I've never played an old Contreras, to be honest. I played some of the newer ones, and I thought they're really nice. Oh, no, it's not. Yes, so it's not technically a double top. Oh, wow. Okay, Brazilian rosewood. Beautiful. Wow, I'd love to see that, Patrice. You should send me a picture. Wow, Art, you know your history. That's awesome. Yes, but it's not technically a double top. Wow, so what is the difference? Maybe someone can explain it to me. What is the old Manuel Contreras 1979 double top? I'm reading as I'm doing this. Yes, Brazilian is known as like the wood of woods. However, it's not harvested anymore. Well, it's not legally harvested anymore, and it's super protected. Because they, and you know what? It's not due to the instrument making companies. From what I hear, it's like all sorts of other things, like making people's floors and building like huge things that use tons of Brazilian rosewood, whereas guitar didn't use as much. Although some of factory built guitars and stuff that were using Brazilian rosewood at some point, that was, eating it up. But I don't know enough about it, to be honest. Oh, wow. When Contreras said doble top, I meant double back, really. Wow. That's good. The inside of the back. Wow. Geez, you guys are just lurking over here with all this knowledge. That's great. Thanks so much. It's good to know this. Wow. So yeah, that's not double top at all. The second top is covering the back. So it's double back. It's what we call double back, like the Australian builders and like Mexican builders like Granados do and all. Those double back guitars are so heavy too. There was this Contreras I was looking at on eBay, and it was an older one. I wonder if it was one of the double back ones. I think it's probably sold by now. It was for a pretty reasonable price. Let's see. Yeah, it's MG Contreras, right? Oh, here it is. Yeah, there's still one on here. It's a 1978, but I don't think it's one of the double backs. I'm gonna search for that in the listing. Nope, it's not one of the double backs. Okay, well, while there are 23 of you here, I'm going to drop out of here because I'm so tired. I have taught many lessons today. I teach many tomorrow. And yeah, the fun doesn't stop. Wow, no, I do not know what the D'Addario O port is, but I want to know. Yeah, hey, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I am definitely going to end this stream now. I wanted to try out this live chat, this super chat thing, make sure I could turn that on. It looks like it will work in the future. And also just try out this in Studio, in YouTube Studio video live streaming. That's not through OBS. Looks like this worked well. So I might leave this up for a hot minute and then take it down. So, hey, thank you so much. Cheers, guys. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye.